The next topic is crystal field splitting in square planar and tetragonally distorted tetrahedral complexes. In this case, we can discuss splitting of d orbital in square planar and tetragonally distorted tetrahedral complex. The splitting of d orbital in square planar complexes can be discussed on the basis of John-Taylor theorem, which we can discuss in detail in the next lecture. The splitting of d orbital in case of square planar complexes can be easily derived from knowing the splitting of the d orbital in octahedral complexes. This is because square planar complexes can be derived from an octahedral complexes by the removal of two transligand. Generally, we consider removal of transligand along z-axis. Between these two structures, the first one is the octahedral and second one, that is the square planar. We get a situation when two transligand are not completely removed but are at larger distance from the central metal line as compared to the four ligand on the x, y plane, and such structure is called tetragonally distorted octahedron. So first one is the case of the octahedral, second one is the case of the tetragonally distorted octahedron, and the third one, that is the case of the square planar geometry. The splitting of d orbital in square planar complexes can be easily derived from knowing the splitting of d orbital in case of octahedral complexes. As we already discussed, in case of square planar geometry, which is derived from octahedral complexes by removing any two transligand from the octahedron complexes, generally xy plane is taken as square planar and transligand from z are removed. When these ligand along z-axis are removed away, the ligand in xy plane tend to come closer to the central metal line. Thus, the d orbital in xy plane starts experiencing greater repulsion from the ligand than in case of octahedral structure. So as these two ligand has been removed, then the ligand on xy plane, they become closer toward the central metal lines, and due to this, the orbital along these two axes start experiencing greater repulsion. So due to this, there is increase in the d orbitals which are lying on the xy plane. So these orbitals are dx square, y square, and dxy. Similarly, with the pulling away of the ligand on the z-axis, the d orbital along z-axis, such as xz and yz planes, will have lesser repulsive interaction, and this causes a decrease in the energy of dz square, dyz and dzx orbitals, and which can result a tetragonal structures. Now, as four ligands are there in case of square planar complexes, so the new energy difference among d orbital of the matter ion come into play. These d orbital which have lobe in xy plane will become less stable, and the lobe pointing toward z axis. Therefore, the Eg orbital in case of octahedral complex, it can split into dz square, which will having lower energy, and dx square y square, which will having more energy. And similarly, the T2g orbital, it can also split into dyz, dzx, which will having lesser energy and more stable, and dxy, which is less stable and having higher energy. And when transligand along z-axis are completely removed, a square planar complexes will get formed, and this causes further increase in energy of dx square y square orbitals and dxy orbital, and there is further decrease in energy of square orbitals and dyz and dzx orbitals. So this one is the pattern for tetragonal structure, and this one is the pattern of splitting of d orbital in case of square planar complexes. The crystal field splitting energy difference in case of square planar complexes is denoted by delta Sp. So this is the pattern of splitting of d orbital in case of square planar field. Dxy square having the maximum energy, then dxy, then dz square, and dxz and dyz having the lowest energy. They are the most stable. So there are few key points which we have to remember in case of d orbital splitting in case of square planar coordination. The square planar coordination can be imagined to result when two ligands on z-axis of an octahedron are removed from the complexes and leaving only the ligand in the xy plane. As the z ligand move away, the ligand in square planar move a little closer to the metal ion, that is the central metal ions. The orbital splitting diagram for square planar complexes can be thus derive from the octahedral splitting diagram. A ligand move away along the z-axis. The d orbital with a z component will fall in energy. The dz square orbital fall the most as its electrons are concentrated in the lobe along the z-axis. The dxz-yz orbital also drop in energy, but not much as comparison to the dz square. Conversely, the dx square, y square and dxy orbital increase in energy. The splitting diagram for square planar complexes is more complex than the octahedral and tetrahedral complex and is shown below the relative energy of each orbitals. So these are the key points which have to be remembered while considering the crystal field splitting in case of square planar complexes and tetragonal complexes.